Yeah, be more selfish. Now, wait. If you're a cocky, egotistical motherfucker that only thinks of himself more than anyone or anything else, this video ain't for you. I live in the United States and we already have enough selfish, obese boomers that don't even want to wear a mask.
I'll beat that fucking mask off your face like a fucking retard. Fucking pussies. You're a bunch of pussies wearing masks.
This video is for people like me who come from a place of selflessness to the point where it's harmful. And yeah, being too selfless can be a bad thing. And I didn't realize that until it was too late. Hear me out. I love helping people. Shit feels pretty fucking sad when you've impacted someone's life in a positive way. But I spent a lot of time there. So much time that I was sacrificing my own stuff and was willing to drop everything as soon as possible to help out friends. And it became a bad habit of mine. There would be things that I shouldn't have sacrificed, but was more than willing to get a hit of that dopamine when helping out someone. Now this ain't some r/nice guy garbage. I never asked for anything in return because I didn't need anything in return. I'm content with helping out because in my mind, I'm the good guy. It's what I do. Now obviously it's a good thing to help people out, but it becomes an issue when you're so caught up in helping out other people that you forget to help yourself and focus on yourself. It's kind of like that saying about relationships. You shouldn't be in one if you're half a person and expect someone else to be the other half. That's just gonna flop. You're only ready for a relationship once you're a complete person. You can't fill up someone else's cup with water if yours isn't full. You gotta fill your cup first and then fill others with your overflow. But what the fuck does that mean? You gotta take care of yourself and put yourself first, which is something I didn't want to do. I put myself second on my own list. You know how much of a bitch move that is? And that bit me in the ass so many fucking times. And I had to deal with other people's drama when I already had my own problems to worry about. My boundaries kept getting pushed further and further back until I became a shell of my former self. Now, I don't blame anyone but myself because it was ultimately my choice, my decision to help out whoever it was. But sometimes I just want to slap that motherfucker across the face, tell them to stop being a little bitch and to fix it themselves. Now, obviously I never did that and ended up doing it myself. And ironically through that, I became the little bitch too. Now I ain't gonna say any names because that'd be fucked. But I've helped out so many mental cases that it made me feel like Miss Nancy from Drake and Josh.
Hey Josh, you don't want to go play any basketball? Oh my God! Get explained! Oh my God! Get explained! Mom! Josh is dressed like a freak!
Without the cross-dressing though, I was basically a pseudo-psychologist like everyone on Twitter for these people, and I'm gonna fully admit to this, but yeah, I was a simp, and I think most of us were as well growing up. And I'd be that dude that would stay up at night to help out a girl with her problems. Now, did I think I was gonna get anywhere with that? As much as I don't want to admit it, I low-key did, but eventually I came to the realization that doing that shit wasn't gonna get me any brownie points, alright? So cut me some slack, I was like 14, but I continued that shit because I wanted to be a genuine person. I wanted to help out someone who I thought needed help from me. When helping someone through their own struggles, you can only take the horse to water and hope that they drink, but it's ultimately up to them if they want to drink or not. What's best is to make them thirsty so that way they decide that they want to drink the water. But like I said though, it's still their decision. It's kind of like that one song by J. Cole, don't save her, and she don't want to be saved, don't save her. And it's hard coming from a place of selflessness because I don't want to be a dickhead. I can, but that doesn't get me towards my goals, which is what I thought until I became a doormat myself. People started walking over me and shit got mad annoying. I found myself doing things I normally wouldn't do. I began to do shit for other people and not for myself. And that's when it gets dangerous because at that point, you're just pleasing people. You're of no use. Is that who you want to be? Shut the fuck up. Is that who you want to be? A fucking doormat? You want to be misinterpreted as a nice guy? Because there's a difference between being a nice guy and a genuine good guy. The need to please is a disease, and I caught a severe case of it. And it could have been fatal because a lot of the motherfuckers that I helped were selfish motherfuckers that if I were to go to them for help, they'd suddenly be too busy. And it's not about being a dickhead, although you can learn from what they do. They don't give a fuck about other people aside from themselves, which, yeah, crosses a line, but one thing you can get out of that is to pick and choose your battles. Not everyone or everything is worth your time, especially if they're a toxic motherfucker. Your time is valuable, but if you don't value it, they're gonna want it for themselves. Which, yeah, it's a cynical viewpoint, but it's true if you're around people like that. It's okay to say no. In fact, everyone needs to develop the skill to say no and have higher fucking standards. It's okay to want and have desires for yourself and ask other people for help as long as there's no malicious intent or an ulterior motive, you're not exploiting them. Like I said in a previous video, you're the main character to your story. You're the protagonist. You should be #1 on your own list and then everything else can come next. It's okay to think like that as long as you're not the only thing on your list. Learn how to balance selflessness with selfishness. That's it.